Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, I did go to the reunion number 2, part 2, yesterday, and it was nice. It was fun. It was at a friend's house. She had it at her house. Very lovely home. Beautiful garden. I just loved all the flowers. She had a lot of flowers, hanging baskets, bulbs, all kinds of beautiful flowers. So that was nice to see. And it rained. It was actually pouring. But that's okay. We needed some rain. And I've been loving the rain lately. It's like every maybe 3 days we have a nice rain, which is wonderful for the garden. So today it's going to be 84. And right now it's cloudy, but we're not supposed to get any more rain today. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. So we'll see if the sun comes out. That could happen. So the same old coffee. I'm almost done with the black silk, but I have lots of other regular coffee that I need to drink up. And since I'm on a mission to try and save some money for my new roofing and window project, I'm trying not to spend any money. Well, very little money anyway. It's not that I won't spend any money, but very little. So I have to build up my bank account a little bit. A little raspberry syrup. Not too much. And some chocolate creamer. So yesterday, my daughter came over to pick up something, and I had come home from the first reunion, which was at a bar, and I got in my car and blissfully drove home down the Metro Parks with the top down. And this morning, or yesterday morning, when my daughter came over, she said, "Mom, somebody hit your car." And it's like, oh, you're kidding me. Well, it was the back bumper, and I didn't notice because, of course, when I came out of the reunion, I just got in my car. But thank goodness it was just several big black scuff marks, and there is a little bit of paint chipped at the bottom, which I can fix. So my grandson, he took the car to the car wash, and then he took it to his other grandma's house. His grandpa on that side likes to fool around with cars. So they buffed it out. So thank God it wasn't all dented and bent up. And I was very upset because I really like my car. And it's like, what is wrong with people? Can't you drive? Probably some drunk. And then they don't care. They just, oops, sorry, and take off. You know, they don't let you know they damaged your car. But thank God it wasn't any big damage. It looked much worse than what it was. And my grandson was able to buff it out. So in the end, it all turned out okay. But the reunion was fun. Had some nice conversations with friends. One of the fellas that I used to go to school with, he's an engineer at NASA, and he likes to talk politics and space and, all those things, which is right up my alley, actually. So we had a nice conversation. And so that's what happened yesterday. So today I'm happy because my car is okay, I'm okay, everything's good. So all right, let's give the coffee a taste. Cheers. Ah, yes. Was really looking forward to the coffee this morning. So I need to do some cleaning up in my house here. It's just not looking so good again. And I figured out, I have a couple friends that, well, my one friend has a lot of stuff, but her house doesn't look like she has a lot of stuff. And then I have another friend who really doesn't have a lot of stuff, but I was looking around at their decor, and their houses don't look cluttered. My house looks very cluttered to me. And I figured out, if you have a lot of little decor things, little tchotchkes and the cute this and cute that, which I do have, it makes your house look cluttered. These two friends of mine, they have decor, but it's bigger pieces. Rather than having 5 or 6 little pieces on their coffee table, they have one more substantial piece. So, I mean, I kind of knew that, but I need to get rid of some of my little tchotchkes, my little bits of lots of abundance. Let's put it that way. I have too much abundance hanging out in my home. So anyway, I'll be on a mission with my declutter mission. That'll go and be part of it. So, okay, I'm going to drink my coffee, and then I will meet you at the budget book. Alrighty, back at the budget book. So yesterday I did spend money. It was $20 to go to the reunion. So they had pizza and a really delicious salad and some cookies. It wasn't anything fancy, but that's what the cost was. So it was $20 well spent, in my opinion. And now it's back to tightening the belt and trying to gather up some money for the new roof. Not that I'll be able to save up anywhere near what it's going to cost me, but every little bit helps. And my whole goal here is not to overextend myself so that I'm so tight on money that I'm going to start using my credit cards, because I don't want to do that. I want to have enough money for, the basics, food, of course, all my bills, but I don't need any clothes, and I certainly don't need any decor. So that is going to be a very minimal expense for me. And I'm just going to rely on my food stash that I've been gathering for a long time, and I think it's time to start using it. So anyway, that's my plan, and I'm hoping to have the roof paid for in like 3 years, and hopefully nothing else major goes wrong. Because that's when I think a lot of people get into trouble, is when a lot of these issues with their house or a car, anything like that, when those issues start up, then you can get yourself into some serious trouble if you don't figure out what you can actually afford to pay. And sometimes, like with taking out a loan for the roof, going for a longer period to pay it back, I know you end up paying more interest, but then you have the option of paying it off early, and that way you don't leave yourself overextended with monthly payments. At least that's what I think. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. If you have a better idea, we'd all like to know. So, okay, I need to do some serious cleaning up here. All this decluttering has left a big mess, and because I've been busy doing that. Now my kitchen's a mess. So it snowballs. Well, all right. I'm going to get busy and get some things done, and then I'll be back. Okay, well, I'm back at the budget book. It's the next day. And yesterday I didn't spend any money. So I get a nice green check mark. So I don't plan on spending any money today either. I actually have somebody coming over to give me a price on replacing the glass in the front windows. Right now, the best deal and price that I've gotten so far is from the fellow that's going to do my roof. But I had already ordered these people, and I want to see how much they would charge to replace the window glass. But it was only a difference of like $200 or $300 between the new window and replacing the glass. And if that's the case, I would rather just get the new window. So anyway, that's the plan, and they're coming over for an estimate this afternoon. So today, I really want to get some more things gathered. The donation people are coming tomorrow, and hopefully it's not going to rain. It's supposed to rain today, but tomorrow it's not supposed to rain because I have everything in boxes. And of course, you know, boxes get wet. If it does rain, I'll have to figure out a way to cover everything up. But I'll deal with that tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings. So to save more money, I'm still using up the food that I have in the freezer and pantry. And I plan to continue to do that until I get my food stash down to a manageable amount, and also use up what I can. I no longer want to build my food pantry. I have enough food, so now it's time to start using it down. And it's the perfect time to do that because money's tight, and I can use that money that I normally would have spent for food to save a little bit to pay off that little loan that I have. I'm still hoping to get that paid off within 6 months, so hopefully by Christmas time. And this year, Christmas is going to be a small gift for everyone. A lot of times I make the mistake of putting things on a credit card for Christmas, and then that's part of the reason why I had to take out that consolidated loan, was because I was using my credit cards to buy things. I no longer want to do that. I have certain limits, like on my Amazon, I can only spend so much a month, and after that, I have to wait until the next month. So there's a lot of changes that I want to bring forth here in my life to make things easier. My main focus is on simple and easy. I want to streamline my housekeeping, which will require me to get rid of a lot of my tchotchkes and things like that, but that's okay. I'll keep what I really, really like. The rest of it can just go to the wayside. Whether I spent money on it or not doesn't matter. Hindsight is 20/20, and there's no point to beating myself up because I bought something. What's done is done, and more money will come in. I just have to be more mindful of how I spend it. And that's my goal for actually not just this year, but for all the years that I'm blessed to still be on this earth. So anyway, that's my thought on everything. Let me know in the comments below what some of your goals are and give us some good ideas. We all can use some help and some good ideas in this crazy economy. That was my grandson going to work. So anyway, as I was saying, that is my goal from here on in, just to simplify things. And I'm hoping that I make a lot of progress on that until the end of the year, and I'll just keep going until I pare things down to make it comfortable for me, whether that means the garden or plants or the kitchen or the clothes or whatever. I'm just going to keep paring down until I get to a point that I feel for me is manageable. So, all right, I will be back in a little bit, and I'll see what project I'm going to get into. I'm thinking just gathering more things for the donation people will be the goal of the day. All right, well, this morning for breakfast, I've had these frozen potatoes O'Brien in the freezer forever and a day, a really long time. So they don't taste freezer burned, but they had a lot of ice on them. So I just took a colander and rinsed them all off, and now I'm going to fry those up, probably with a couple of eggs, just using up what I have and trying to make some room in the freezer, getting rid of more clutter. So that's one thing today that I'm going to do to save money. I'm going to cook these up and have that for breakfast, and that's enough for breakfast for 2 or 3 days if I add it with eggs. So okay, I'm going to cook this up and I'll be back. All right, well, there we go. I've had these, I think these were from Aldi's. They're burgers. I want to make like a sausage kind of dish to go with the potatoes. So these are still frozen. But I made some sausage seasoning a long time ago. I have no idea what I put in there. But I'm going to cook these in the microwave and then chop them up and add those to my potatoes and eggs. So I didn't really like them as a burger, but I think they'll be fine if I season them as sausage. So I'm going to go ahead and cook these in the microwave, and then I'm going to chop them up and add them to my breakfast. So there's another thing I'm doing to save money, using up what I have. And those have been in the freezer a long time too. All right. All right, well, I cooked these, and now I'm going to chop these up and cook them a little further in the microwave. And the reason I didn't like these is because, to me, they're kind of mushy in the middle, and I don't like that. So I'm going to go ahead and cook these a little more, and then I'm going to add these to the potatoes and hopefully crisp them up a little bit more. So, and if it's too much, then I'll save a little and make maybe a non-bread pizza or something out of it. But anyway, I have it all chopped up. Let me taste it. I did put the sausage seasoning on. It tastes okay. I just don't like the texture of it. So, all right. I'll be back. All right, well, potatoes and the faux sausage is done. So now I'm going to add some of this cheese that I want to use up. I've had that in the fridge for quite a while. And I have 3 eggs. And that'll be enough for 2 or 3 meals for me. So saving money on food. Alright, so in go the eggs. And in goes some of the cheese. And as you can see, it makes a pretty big pile of, I don't know what you'd call this. Does this have a name? Scramble? Alright. And I got some room in the freezer, some room in the fridge. I'm a happy camper. And this probably, if I went out to eat, would probably cost at least $8 or $9. So saving money. Alright, so here we have it, a money-saving breakfast from food that I already had. Let me give it a taste. I'm sure it's tasty. So just reinventing some food. Sausage or burger patties I didn't like. Turned it into a sort of sausage type flavor. All right. Well, I'm having my coffee. Cheers for today. So I think I'm pretty much done gathering some things. I might look around the house and see if there's anything else I can stick in my donation box at the last minute. But I need to still go out and water because it was supposed to rain, but it didn't show up, so. But I plan on doing more decluttering. I'm going to take a couple days break, and then I'll find another section of the house where I want to declutter more. I want to go through my kitchen again, and there's still things in the dining room that I could pare down. But sometimes you have to take a break. You know, you just, you declutter and declutter, and then you have to take a break. So I'm at that point now where it's like, okay, that's enough for now. And I really have to get into my garage. I'm dragging my feet on that one because, oh my God, it's just such a mess. So, but my garden is doing really well. It's flourishing. Nothing ready to pick yet except for the greens. But something is having a feast out there. I did see a, oh, what do you call them? You know, the bugs that are always on the roses. Anyway, I did see some of those on my grapes. But that's the downside to gardening, is the bugs. Because sometimes they just gross me out. And if there's too many holes in the leaves of the greens, then I just don't want to eat it. Not that it would hurt you, it wouldn't, as long as you wash them. And I like to triple wash them and use some vinegar in the water. So I guess you can use baking soda in the water too. So, but I think I need to get out there and do a little spraying, maybe of some neem oil. I do think I still have some. But anyway, so that's been what I've been up to the last couple days. A lot of nothing at some points and more decluttering. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, my friends. I'm going to eat more food out of the freezer for dinner. The other day I made a patty melt out of the Impossible Burgers, and I had some rye bread, and it was really, really good. I don't like the thickness of the Impossible or the Beyond Burgers, so what I do is I smash them down and just make it into a bigger patty. And 2 of those patties is enough for a good 2 meals for me. Sometimes I'll chop one up and put it in another dish, or I'll make a patty melt. So, all right, my friends, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.